Getting clear is the most important part of any goal setting. I would often feel stunted just because I know I want to achieve a new goal and I know I want to go towards something, but with all the noise, it's just hard to prioritize and get really clear on what that is. In today's video, I'm going to share a few strategies and journaling prompts to get you that clarity, to gain more focus, and to make it that much easier to move towards the new you. New year, new me. The method we're talking about today is called the Wheel of Life. I've printed a couple of these pages for my planner. This is when you reflect on how your life is going, and it's meant to help you see if there's any areas that are lacking while the others are overpowering. It is fairly straightforward. You just draw a little circle and divide it into a few sections. I just added categories that scream life balance to me. You would need to cover the social, work, leisure, and health aspects, and you can think of the ones that are more appropriate in this. You can, of course, use this one. I'll be emailing the templates I make with my newsletter, so be sure to sign up. I'll link it in the description box. If you're not watching in real time, I'll figure out a way to add past templates too. I'll try and figure it out. So if you just wanted to print this one, you're more than welcome and join me during this. It is easy. All you do is think about these areas of your life and score out of 10 how satisfied you are with how things are going. It's not necessarily expectations versus reality, where your expectations are incredible. So I wouldn't score money 10 out of 10 if I had $1 billion. It's more how comfortable I feel financially and what's that gap I can think of that would bring it to 10. Same with the other categories. It's kind of how aligned you feel with the person you want to become. I scored the relationships the highest, as that's where I'm doing the best in my opinion and where I'd like to see the least amount of change, so you can think about it that way as well. That nagging little feeling in your brain that makes you want to change. I of course had to decorate these pages as well. I'm using Live Love Posh Retro Babe sticker book as I thought it went well with the green of the Zig marker. And these are fun, easy decorations to sprinkle around. It goes without saying you can color the little wheels in as well. I just thought the little dots would be so much more fun. The next page is the same Wheel of Life, but I wanted to reflect where I'd want to be and what that person scores. So me in 6 months or a year. The point of this exercise is not to overwhelm you and show you have to do better in all areas, which is my initial instinct. With my perfectionist tendencies, I feel like I'm ever so tempted to just want to score 10 out of 10 at the end of the year. But realistically, that's not going to do me any good, and it's just really hard to achieve that kind of a result. I want to be hesitant to think that something's going to give. So instead, you can reflect what you want your scores to look like, and that would show you the categories and the priorities you can set for the new year. For instance, realistically, I've added the hobbies category, which is for all the new fun things I can do, but I only have so much time during the week after work, and if I decide to read 200 books this year or learn a new language, it would have to be a priority, and I don't feel like it's important enough to sacrifice anything for that. After you scored your wish to be Wheel of Life, you can see the categories which need the most work, and that way it's easier to start thinking about new goals and the small steps we can take to achieve that. You can circle those categories too, just to make it more clear. I also adding this page for some reflective journaling. I first thought I'll use these stickers as lists, but then found they're a fun decorative element, so just left it as is. I rated 6 questions from the Wheel of Life exercise, which are these. And you can journal about them as well to help you gain a little bit more clarity in case you're not quite sure what kind of person you want to become. First is, what is the most important? For me, it's my health and the health category. Then you can reflect on what ways would be the main ways to bring the scores up. Again, we don't want to go crazy and think the best way is to fast to get 6-pack abs. Then think about which category can you sacrifice, so essentially what are the priority ones, again. What would be the wins? So at the end of the year, looking back, or just anytime you decide to reflect again, what would be the person you would be most proud of becoming? It's also important to think what would be the easy ways to maintain balance, because again, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. For me, it could be mixing the categories together, so say going for walks with friends to maintain the healthy lifestyle and friendships. Productivity goals, right? And lastly, what do I want to do more of? So finding more pleasant ways to live your best life, as realistically, discipline and hardship can only last so long until you're burnt out. Well, I really hope this clears it up a little. I feel so much more focused now and ready for the year ahead, and I hope you are too. I would love to hear what you're focusing on for the new year. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, you might also want to check this one out that's all about the goal jars. Watch that one next, and I shall see you in my next craft session.